One of the major themes we find in the Bible is this tension between life and death, or sleeping and waking. Though someone might look alive, they're actually asleep or dead spiritually. Just consider these three passages from the Bible. Besides this, since you know the time, it is already the hour for you to wake up from sleep, because now our salvation is nearer than when we first believed. The night is nearly over and the day is near, so let us discard the deeds of darkness and put on the armor of light. Romans 13. Or in Psalm 57, wake up my soul. Or Ephesians 5, awake, O sleeper, rise up from the dead, and Christ will give you light. Awaken is such a biblically rich and powerful word. In the Old Testament, the word awaken means to stir up and be excited in such a way that you become engaged in some activity and then remain engaged in it. Now, the situation that someone needs to be awakened from is usually a situation of sleep. Like in Isaiah 50, we read, "He awakens me each morning. He awakens my ear to listen like those being instructed." But what we're talking about today isn't about being awakened from slumber. What we're talking about is waking up and being stirred up into action, a kind of second stage of awakening. In the New Testament, the word awaken means to cause to return to life, or it means to raise up. So we see in 1 Corinthians, God raised up the Lord, right? Awakened, raised up the Lord, and will also raise us up by his power. Or this verse, if the spirit of him who raised Jesus from the dead lives in you, then he who raised Christ, right, awakened from the dead, will also bring your mortal bodies to life through his spirit who lives in you. Romans 8. Another meaning is to get up, or a command to evoke movement from a fixed position. So in Luke 8, there's that verse, perhaps you know it. So he took her by the hand and called out, "Child, get up." Or Ephesians 5, we said this earlier, awake, O sleeper, rise up from the dead, and Christ will give you light. Okay, Daniel, what's the point, right? You might be thinking this. Why are you going and why are you talking about all these verses? Well, I walk you through all these, just a really quick overview from the Old Testament and New Testament, because God wants you to wake up. He doesn't want you to stay still. He wants you to spiritually wake up, and he wants to use you to then spiritually wake others up. This is his mission. This is his heart. This is his passion, and this is his word to you. Awake, O sleeper, rise up from the dead, and Christ will give you light.